side.
What is going on, followers of Hitman? Alright, that speaker's just gonna mess with me. We're gonna go ahead and turn that off. Alright. Now, the introduction to this video, whatever. Blah blah blah, bunch of bullshit. I really don't care. The reason why I'm making this video is recently, Team God status. I've recruited 3 new members. Now this isn't like anything major or anything like that, but the way that this is going is I'm hoping that I can get Team God to at least make, I don't know, a little bit of a comeback. So I'm extending this video out there, anybody watch. If you want to be a part of this, if you want to be a part of Team God, you go right ahead. You just message me at Hitman Lives Again on PSN. You know the account. But I figure I'd start with the backstory of like all the clans and stuff I've been in, because I started playing WWE games online. I started playing at 08. I played on my Austin 118 account, and I was a part of RRK. The leaders at the time was J-Rock and Flames 187. And then I was with them for 08. Get on 09. I got kicked out of RRK because I was accused of being in another clan, which I had been offline because I had a life, so I couldn't be online all the time. And then later on, about 2 weeks after I got kicked out, I joined another clan known as XWCWX. The leader, the 2 people, because this wasn't a clan, this was just a joke. And I don't mean that harshly, because it was just a joking around thing. The leader was XWCWX Tap Out, and a person named, I'm pretty sure it was D12 Slim. I'm thinking that's his name. It might not be that one, but I knew his name had Slim in it. I was with them for 09 or whatever. SVR 10. I just skipped that shitty game altogether. I hated 10. I still hate it to this day. I skipped it, and I'm glad I skipped it. You get on 11 now. I was on SVR 11, and what had happened was we only did, this was before everybody discovered being unpinnable, untappable, freezes, stuff like that. So there really weren't that many noobs or whatever, or at least I didn't play any until I started joining clans in SVR 11. So I tag with my friend Cosby at Law, which you see in my Call of Duty videos, you see in my Borderlands. I play pretty much everything with Cosby. It's fun to play games with him. We only did elimination tag table matches. My record was 57-11 in those table matches, because I didn't play one-on-one matches. I still barely play one-on-one matches because they're boring. And what had happened is I got to the point where I started playing one day by myself, just making these elimination chamber matches. Somebody from L2K joined. Now I don't know what happened to LK. L2K, not LK. That's somebody completely different. I don't know what happened to L2K. They're gone. They might still be around. I don't really know. I don't really pay attention. But I was getting recruited by L2K, and then Scar Phenom recruited me and said, you know, that I should consider joining that. And these clans, everybody was unpinnable. I'm not unpinnable at this time. They're going by I have a good record, and I've only played table matches. So guess what? Hitman can't kick out for shit. Either way, I joined Scar. In Scar, I met somebody named Scar Sub-Zero. Team God Revenge. I just call him Zero. He was my tag partner on all of 11. Probably one of the greatest tag partners I've ever had, in the simple fact that we got along. We knew exactly how each other played. We knew exactly how to help each other. get the victory. We knew how to watch each other's back, how to play our style, and our style worked. About a week in the SCAR, I got kicked for being a rebel, because apparently leaders don't like it when you call them a dictator. I got kicked. Half of SCAR left as soon as I got kicked. So me and Zero were doing a chamber, and we just had, it's not really much, but we just sitting there doing chambers, and all of a sudden this guy named SVR Team God Leader joins, and he was just checking up on us. He had been a friend with Zero for a long time. This was my first time meeting him, talking to him, and he's a pretty cool guy. And basically, he asked me if I wanted to join Team God, and I said clearly that I'm not going to join. The only way I'm going to join Team or another clan or something like that is if Zero here goes with me. Zero was more than happy to go to Team God, so we both joined Team God, and we were then Team God Hitman, Team God Revenge. Now, we had our adventures in Team God. The first co-leader that Paul, or SVR Team God Leader, had was a guy named Brandon, who was, his account name was Team God Co-Leader, something like that. He was a douche. I'm not gonna lie, he was a fucking prick. Now, if you know me, you know I'm pretty mean. But this dude, fucking hated him. Bastard. Alright. He ended up being a clan hopper, and then after that, Zero took his place as the co-leader, and that Team God co-leader ended up becoming Homicide Wheezy, that we beat twice and put on Paul's YouTube channel. Haha, sticking to the man, bitch. Alright, you keep going through that game. Everybody had gotten to the point where everybody's unpinnable, untappable, yada yada yada. It's a bunch of bullshit. And then after all that goes on, after all that happens, we get to WWE 12. Paul, the situation with Team God on WWE 12, everybody's a little bit more laid back for the simple fact Team God wasn't really a team on 12. Everybody just kind of did their own thing. We didn't really talk to each other. I mean, we'd call each other occasionally, check up on everybody, how they're doing, because Paul is a genius in this fact that Team God, we treat it, his philosophy and his approach to this is that we treat it just like a normal, we don't treat it like a normal clan or a team. We treat it like we're a family. You're not any more important than the man that's next to you. You play for him, you defend him, he's as important as you'll ever be. That's how Team God grows, that's how Team God works. You are nothing without your brothers in arms. Now, on 12, everybody went and did their separate thing. I tagged with Outcast from FAM or whatever. That was my partner on 12. We started tagging. And it really, Team God died out on 12. Now, when you get to 13, I'm gonna have to try and wrap this up because I've got a small time window, and if I can't wrap it up, I'll make 2 parts of this or whatever. But you get to 13, and then the thing is, I'm pretty much the only person that used Team God account, because I've been told on several occasions I'm the heart and soul of Team God, and that's kind of a good thing for the simple fact that I'm extremely loyal. Paul gave me the chance to be his hitman or whatever. I took that sumbitch and I ran. So, at the end of the day, when it comes to, it doesn't matter if I have a problem with Paul. I could probably hate Paul. And I'm not saying that I ever will, but if I could not stand Paul, if I hated Paul, at the end of the day, if you went up against Team God, you better believe I'm going to give you hell. That's just how it is. So, now on 13, I'm starting to get the team back together. I'm starting to recruit people. Recruited who you see in this match with me, Quan. Recruited Blaze, DJ. And now Team God, we've got a few more active members. We're starting to get a little momentum. We're starting to go somewhere. So I'm making this video to basically say, that was my clan history. I'll go in depth further. If you guys want me to tell you some of my stories over WWE games, shit like that, because I have a lot of these stories. I could sit here for hours and tell you this crap. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this team major again. Because on 11 we were something to be dealt with. On 12 we kind of died out, and on 13 we're just now starting to gain ground again. Because I'm really determined to push this. So I'm making this video that if you watch it, if you're ever interested, and you have some skill, you gotta message me, I'll try you out, whatever. Now what you gotta realize, this team will never have 15 members or over 15 members. To keep it a family, we're keeping small numbers. Now, you can join if you want, you just gotta let me know at Hitman Lives Again, and I'm looking for people that, you know, you gotta have skill, but don't be a douche. You gotta be loyal, and you gotta have respect. Alright? Because if you join Team God with the philosophy that you're gonna be bigger than the other people in Team God, then I'm sorry to say, I'll run your ass over. That's just how it goes. I can't really say anything more than that. It's just, if you try to be bigger than the team, I've always been the hitman. I've always dealt with the outside problems, shit like that, inside problems. You cause a problem with a Team God member when you're in the team or outside the team. I'm the first person that you will have to deal with, because I take pride in that. So, you know, yeah. So if you're interested, I gotta quit saying that. If you're interested, you just gotta let me know. We need a graphic designer, to be honest with you. We don't really even need a graphic designer. I mean, anybody does concept art, you can do concept art, I really don't care. You can do whatever you want. I'm just looking for members that I know at the end of the day will represent Team God for everything that it needs to be. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for people I can trust that will join the team and represent. That's all I care about at the end of the day. I don't care about if, say you go up against one of these shitty clans now, these shitty nobody clans that are made with a bunch of fucking reject leaders. Say you go up against one of them, you lose, and they try to embarrass you or whatever. If you lose to these clans, I don't care if you lose. As long as at the end of the day, when you were in that match, if you represented us the way we need to be represented, if you put up a fight, they beat the hell out of you, they owned you or whatever, as long as you represented what we stand for, you represent Team God, I'll have no complaints. What happens, happens as far as I'm concerned. So, you want to join, you can join. You don't have to. You'll know that I'm one of the biggest assholes in this community. I'm a mean motherfucker. I'll be honest with you. Hitman's never a nice guy, never was a nice guy. I don't plan on being a nice guy. You know where to message me, Hitman Lives Again. If y'all want some more stories, or y'all want me to keep talking about shit like this, just leave a comment or something like that. Got 8 seconds left, so, you know, that was Quan's debut Team God attire match. Sayonara, followers. Hitman out.